Hey guys, how's it going? It is Nick here from the Sun Stand, and just before we get into it, I apologize for the lack of videos this week. Just been really bang out with work. That is why I'm trying to pursue this full time and need your guys' support because otherwise, some weeks are gonna be like this where my preview video, which I try and get out Tuesday night, Wednesday morning, then becomes a really late push. Right now, it's currently just 3:45 in the afternoon on a Friday where I'm trying to push this video out because I need to get this video out at most. So there's going to be no Teams video this week, unfortunately, because I just don't have the time for it. Work has been absolutely stressful this week, and just haven't been able to get time to actually sit down and record the videos this week, unfortunately. But we are here bringing you guys a preview video, guys. So make sure you guys hit that subscribe button and like button just so you guys can support me, and hopefully one day in the near future I'm making this full time so I can produce the best content full time for you guys and get videos out every single day without any excuse at all. But let's get straight into it. So we face North Melbourne tomorrow afternoon, the first game of the round of the Super Saturday. I think they still call it Super Saturday. 1:45 p.m. kickoff at Marvel Stadium. Um, Now, it's going to be a tough match. North have been consistently competitive over the last month and a half, 2 months, and pushing teams in the 8. And Damien Hardwick even came out and said that they are a much different team and much more complete team than the team we face in round 9, and that a lot of teams can change in 7 rounds in this competition. If like they've still got one win. I think they've only won one game. Mel's to West Coast, but with how competitive this season is, it shows that you can never let your guard down. And we've proven it. We've let our guard down a few times and been caught out by lesser teams. So we just need to make sure that we come in competitive and ready, and we don't give North a chance or a sniff at winning the game, because they can be deadly and they can catch teams off guard when they want to. So yeah, you can't really slack off. And in terms of the stats, I've got two key stats for you guys at opposite ends of the ground. Which they're terrible stats, but something that we could work on this week against North Melbourne and shut down a few of these players, and we could have an easier game than what it could already be if we are on form. So, in terms of our defense, we rank 17th in the league for conceding goals to key forwards. So, Nick Larkey is going to be massive for them. But in saying that, they also don't just kick to Cam Larkey. I reckon someone who's pretty much underappreciated in their forward line, Cam Zerha, he pops up with goals pretty much every week. And I reckon I don't think we send Collar to Zerha. I reckon still have Collar on Nick Larkey, but put Ballard to Cam Zerha. That way, he can still have his intercepting ability, playing on someone a little bit of his size, and can hopefully dominate against Zerha. And I feel like if we can mark them and limit their scoring, it's going to be an easy day. And at the other end of the field, so we're talking about our forwards, and this is where, it's been talked a lot about our forward pressure. We are ranked 14th in the comp, so a little bit better than 17th in our defense, but we are ranked 14th in the comp to conceding disposals to defenders. So that's just like all those little handballs and stuff. We rank 14th to conceding those type of disposals to general defenders. So in saying that, Colby McKercher, comes back into the squad to replace Zach Fisher. He will take the majority of the kickouts. Yes, he's coming off a little bit of a slight niggle, but he's not going to lose any form that he's had in the last little bit. It was only bone stress in his foot, so it wasn't the worst injury in the world. And I feel like we need to not specifically focus pressure on Colby McKercher, but focus pressure on their whole defense when they're trying to get the ball out. We can't let them have all those little nifty handballs to get out. We need to be on it straight away. Forward pressure, bang, bang, bang. They're a very inexperienced side. So if we have insane forward pressure, get them to make mistakes in their defense. It happened in round 9, if you remember. Our forward pressure was on song. They tried to kick it into the middle of their D50, intercepted straight away, and it was a goal, which to be fair, we almost missed that goal, but we got the goal, all because of our forward pressure in that moment. So if we get that really well, spot on tomorrow, it could be a good day. Get those 2 things right, could be a good day. And in saying this, we struggle winning away. I'm going to say every time we play away until we can find some consistency. This is now our biggest chance to win away. We're facing bottom of the ladder, North Melbourne. Yes, they've got a bit of confidence because they're actually competing with teams and teams in the 8 and catching teams in the 8 off guard. But we still need to win away. We need to win this game. We know we can beat North. We know that we can beat them comfortably as well. And I feel like coming off the impressive win against Collingwood, we've got the best chance. With all of our confidence, we've got the best chance to actually go out there and win away tomorrow afternoon. And if we don't, I think we can probably kiss finals goodbye. Because I reckon, it might be a bit harsh, it might be a bit of an over-exaggeration, but if we can't beat North away, I don't think we can beat anybody away. So we really need to win this game, otherwise we can kiss finals goodbye, to be honest. And on another note, in terms of North Melbourne type news, Clarko has put their midfielders under the spotlight this week. We know Clarko's been under the spotlight this week as well in terms of the media, but he has put his midfielders into spotlight. He has said that, their midfielders have slacked off and failed to impress against the Dogs, and the Dogs just outsmarted them in the midfield, and that's where the Dogs won the game. Whereas on the other hand, our midfield was dominant against the Pies, and that's where we won the game. We were able to control the ball in the midfield and win the ball in the midfield, and the Pies just weren't able to, and that's where we won the game last week. So I expect a huge fight to claim for North Melbourne in the midfield this week, and that's not to say that there won't be any other fights to claim the victory in any other areas of the field, but the midfield is where Clarko's obviously putting them under the spotlight and expecting them to deliver. So I'm expecting that midfield tussle to be very, very fierce. I don't think it's where we win the game this week, though. I know I usually just go with them. Whoever wins midfield wins the game. I do not think that's where we win the game. Clarko does, and Clarko's a genius, so it probably is where whoever wins the midfield battle wins the game. But I feel like defensively, it's where it's going to be won. Because both teams, let's be real, both of us give up goals galore. Both of us. Whichever team can it sounds, stupid, but whoever can concede the less amount of goals is going to win, and it's generally how it works, but that also means we need to stop defensive inside 50s. If we can stop their inside 50s, they're not the only goals that they're going to be trying to get are pot shots from about 45, 50, 55 meters out, where you have less chance of actually getting it. And credits to North Melbourne if we control that area of the game and make them have those shots from the boundary, those shots from 40, 45, 50, 55 meters out, and they're getting them. Credit that they deserve to win, but we need to make sure that they're not getting any easy goals, any inside 30-meter shots on goal. We need to cut that out. That's the biggest killer for us, I reckon, is letting them have shots from 30 meters out or within 30 meters out of the goals. If we can stop that, we win the game, in my opinion, and vice versa. If North Melbourne can stop us from getting into semi-day, getting into Benny King 30 meters out in goal, they win the game. So that's where I personally think it's won. Clarko reckons it will be one in the midfield. I don't think so. I think our midfield is 10 times better than North's midfield, even with LDU, Wardlaw, and Sheasel in there. I think it's 10 times better. Ned Moyle gets another chance at AFL level to gain more experience after our skipper Jared Witt has suffered a fractured vertebrae after the collision with Darcy Moore on the weekend. So he's going to yet again prove himself. He's definitely got what it takes to be at AFL level. It's just unfortunately, we do have Jared Witt who is consistently good. You can see him starting to tire off earlier in games, so maybe next season we might have to bring Ned Moyle into the team as well and see how we can play with two main rucks in a team. But it's Ned has a good chance to get some confidence at AFL level, especially now that he will guaranteed to be playing this week and guaranteed to be playing next week. So he needs good confidence this week to go across to next week. I don't know who we play next week, but he needs confidence to go into next week's game with more confidence and continue to build that up over time, because I know playing a reserves football can really mess you up mentally. I know he knows that he's playing in there to learn the ruck craft under Jared, which he's always going to be picked first when he's fit, and that's just the reality of it. I think Ned knows that, and Ned has come to realization, but it still hurts. You're drafted into AFL, you want to play AFL football, you don't want to be stuck in the twos. But it's just where he is, and we know that once Jared retires and probably moves on to a coaching role within the club, you'd think, Ned will step up to be that number one, and then we'll have a new number two. But that's all I've actually got for today. It's actually quite long a video, 12 minutes. So I've been rambling on. I do apologize. But I hope you guys enjoy. If you guys did, make sure you guys hit the like button, subscribe button, and notification bell so you guys know every single time I upload. Have a good one, guys. Go the Suns. Peace.